Hey everyone, welcome to your All Signs Timeless Love Reading. My name is Natalie and this is Eve's Rising Tarot. And here on this channel, it's my intention to help guide you through any limitation, any confusion, any fear you may be experiencing as a result of meeting another person and interacting with them. It's my belief that everyone we meet is here to teach us something. And if we enter that experience with the mindset of how is this happening for me, and we're open and receptive in both mind and heart to the potential of the lesson as an opportunity to see outdated and influential paradigms that are playing out in our present experience, we then step into a place of empowered awareness. And from the space of empowered awareness where we see, we can then choose a higher and better path for ourselves and our growth. And your intuition will be key in this process. Your intuition is what leads you to balance. And from that space, that middle way, that bridge, that portal, which is balance, you will find evolution and growth and expansion. That is life. Finding the middle way, existing within, the convergence. So above all, please bring your intuition here. And keep in mind, this is a general reading. And you will want to use your intuition to discern what is meant for you throughout the reading and what messages to leave behind. And so with that all said, let's get into it. I have some pre-shuffled and drawn cards in the categories of your overall energy, your person's overall energy, the strongest crossing love energy, and the strongest connecting love energy. So what we'll do is we'll start with your pile and we'll go from there. So, first of all, we have new beginnings. Then we have cat spirit, claim your independence. And we have new direction. And lastly, we have reciprocity. I want to have equal give and take. And so let's talk a little bit about your energy. So your energy towards this person is you are ready to embark on a new experience, to communicate with this way that is more powered and connected with spirit. A way in which you use your inner sight and your inner compass to guide you on how to navigate and to meet this person in a way that is connected to their soul and their higher being, their higher mind. With this cat spirit, I feel with cats, they do what they want, They march to the beat of their own drum. And in this sense, I feel like claiming your independence, you are stepping into being holy and unapologetically yourself, your authentic self. Lucky number 13 for some reason, I'm hearing as I look at 13 on here. You are ready and open to listen to your guardian angels and the wisdom they have to share with you to guide you to the most bliss and joy on your path with this person. Your heart is open and it is leading you. You are listening. And with this new direction, new beginnings, something in you has shown you that the way that things have been and the way in which you've operated towards your person and they towards you was leading you nowhere. You're just hitting up against walls towards one another, not finding common ground, not being heard. So life may seem like a whirlwind at the moment, yet there is a divine order to the present circumstance. What may appear as chaos is often angelic forces of the universe at work. And I was guided to see these wings on this angel and to speak that you are listening to your guardian angels and the wisdom they have to share. After the storm clears, you will be steered in a new direction, a time of renewed health, joy, and abundance. And I'm also seeing, I was drawn right here to this heart. on the chest of the cat, and it's open, it's visible, it's white, which is renewal and abundance and purity, right? Purity of heart, and this heart as well. Guided by listening to the ever-present heart. With this reciprocity card, I am getting that in some way, shape, or form, you felt or have come to the realization that you were not giving back in a way that your person was giving to you. And you are ready to give and to walk out on the limb, halfway, to meet this person where they are. And to do this with your heart open, to being authentic, and to speaking your truth. And wherever this path and this journey takes you, you're in a mentality of let the chips fall where they may. New direction. Okay. So that is your overall energy towards your person. Let's see their overall energy towards you. The waiting game. So I'll put that right there. The waiting game. We have giraffe spirit. See the bigger picture. And the journey. And lastly, reveal. I want to tell you the truth. Very interesting. So let's dig into this. So being in a waiting energy with this person towards you, they feel like beauty and growth and understanding and clarity is happening in the time that has been spent away from one another. As the time goes on, their feelings grow for you. This is undeniable. Two speaks to partnership and balance and union, right? As this time goes by, they're starting to see the truth of who you are, and they're grateful for the understanding that has come to them. And I'm seeing, right, as the sand goes down, there's growth and new life and abundance and reaching up towards the light, the sun. Giraffe spirit reaching up, seeing the bigger picture of this person. I'm feeling like this person has, spent some time really trying to go inward into their inner landscape, into maybe spending time going to church or connecting to God in some way that has given them a new perspective and understanding. I also see 29 breaks down to 11 and then 2. So another 2 here. Seeing the bigger picture, seeing the truth of you and the beauty and abundance here from a higher perspective. They see your value. And in doing so, that's kind of interesting too. This does look like a cathedral or a religious building of some sort. In seeing this bigger picture, they are seeing the potential of a new journey, a new experience to have with you, to embark with you. And in a sense, they have something that they would like to share with you. I want to tell you the truth. And on the back of this, you are soaring to new heights, which is, right, this giraffe high up, seeing from a higher vantage point. Experiment, play, allow your spirit the freedom to explore new and exciting possibilities for your life. Follow the rainbow across the horizon. A pot of gold awaits. New beginnings, the journey. This person is very much so seeing your value, understanding that the time spent away from one another, and this could be a no contact situation as well. It'll ring true that you're not speaking to this person, or some of you there may be communication, but it's minimal. Okay, but yeah, they are seeing more of your authentic soul. And this may be something they're picking up on with this new beginning of being your authentic self and going in a new direction where you're feeling inspired to start giving back and to open up your heart and your truth to this person in a way that you never have before, to reciprocate and to meet them in the ways in which, vulnerability has been shared with you. You intend to give that back to them. Okay. We'll see if a little bit more can be delved into about I want to tell you the truth. Let's start with the strongest connecting energy, and then we'll do the crossing. So strongest connecting. Stand your ground. So right now, this really does feel more like it is confirming no contact. Even though you may be in this space of new beginnings, wanting to be more authentic, to operate from soul and heart more, and to give in ways that you were lacking in giving before. And this person is seeing the bigger picture, understanding the potential and the beauty on what you bring to their life and the potential of the journey that you can take them on. Maybe not even just externally, but within, right? A journey to go on within, rainbows, light. You're, in a sense, standing your ground. So number 7. What else comes from this? I want to read a little bit about this one. I feel called to. And then we'll turn that one over in a second. 7. Stand your ground. This is the Psychic Tarot, which is a new deck, so I'm not super familiar with that one. Let's see here. $145. Stand your ground. This card comes at a time when you're being tested and challenged. There may be fierce competition and potential rivals surrounding you in your personal or business life. But know that you have the strength and inner courage to stand your ground. No matter how hard or formidable things may appear, don't surrender or give up the control you have. Be brave and stay true to your core life values and your belief system, which are your best allies and will help you move forward. It's important to remain clear and focused, for you may have to stand alone and defend your convictions to the end. Maintain your health and stay strong so that you have an ample supply of energy to endure anything, as this could be a long, arduous, yet ultimately hard-won victory. So, you're both in this mindset of approaching one another in a different way, but presently you haven't stepped into and acting it yet. It's purely a operating space of knowingness that this is what I'm going to do. But in standing your ground, there is a little bit of, I'm kind of sensing a little bit of ego that is needing to be right and to defend their position on what was said or done towards one another. Maybe not so quick to just be completely vulnerable and say, yes, I messed up, I did this, forgive me, but have a little bit of like, well, I'm gonna go towards this person in a way that I'm gonna come authentic and vulnerable in a little bit and just kind of play it by ear and see how it goes. Okay, so standing your ground. And to clarify that, heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Oh, that's so interesting. Which I had said, right? Stand your ground. Let's see how it goes. If they are open to what I have to say and they make me feel safe, then I'll open up a little more and a little more and a more. So that's very interesting. Okay, I'm sure more clarity will come on that as we go through the reading, but let's do the strongest crossing energy. So the first one we have rejection. Another 13 as well here. So strongest crossing, this could be the perceived rejection that's already happened. It could be something that you fear is going to happen. Or this person as well, right? This will be different for each of you. And then clarified by the dreamer. The dreamer makes me feel like with the color, it does make me feel like when you close your eyes and you see that inner landscape. So the dreamer being stories and beliefs and, completely possibly untrue scenarios that are playing out in each of your minds about a rejection that's happened already, or that they fear, or that you fear will happen. This is a crossing energy that causes each of you to hold back. I want to read a little bit about that. The dreamer. Oh, that's so funny. I opened right to it. Creative, original, unfocused. Whether awake or asleep, the imagination is the dreamer's playground. Creative and inventive, the dreamer's strong point is thinking outside the box. The dreamer can spend hours lost in thought, inventing rich worlds, unique scenarios, and approaching problems with the gift of unconventional thinking. Having a rich imagination combined with the ability to find contentment in dreaming or daydreaming makes the dreamer one of the most creative incarnations. The greatest challenge for the dreamer is finding the focus to bring ideas into fruition. And so the dreamer can spend hours lost in thought, inventing rich worlds, unique scenarios, and approaching problems with the gift of unconventional thinking. So the dreamer, it does feel like there's a tendency on both sides to overthink and to create scenarios that are built around this rejection. And it makes sense because there's yellow. Yellow is air energy, which is the mind, the sense of self, the ego, right? The ego identity. So, being in the thoughts, worried about what's going to happen when you have this conversation with one another. I think you're both simultaneously looking forward to this conversation and fearing it in each hand. Okay, let's see. What belief for each of you, conscious or unconscious, has led you to where you're at with this person now, at this moment? What belief, conscious or unconscious, has led each of you here? Okay, so for you, I'm amazed of how well you understand my feelings without me saying a thing. Your heart is so warm that it melted mine. So this is your energy. And this could be what inspired you to feel a sense of that safeness, to be authentic, to step into this new beginning, to claim your independence and your birthright of being your authentic blueprint of self, and to go in a new direction and to give back to this person. They've shown you in a sense that what you have feared in the past of opening and sharing that big heart of yours, where it wasn't received in a way that was respectful or honored the depth of your feelings, you see this person as somebody who can go to the level of depth and love that you feel for them. And with this this card, you could it could be, what do you call it, inter-race relationship, or something of that sense. Okay, and for your person, what belief has led them here? I'm starting to see that my actions have consequences, and I'm giving up blaming others. I surrender to the will of God, and I let it be. This is Wheel of Fortune energy. And I feel like that with these rings going around, right? Seeing things from a new perspective, understanding that everything changes, nothing stays the same. It's the one thing that we're guaranteed is, something that, an existence that is ever changing. And they're seeing that in this silence, which was a sanctuary for them, which is possibly what they did. They pulled away, maybe because you were holding back in a way that made them feel, like unsafe to give to you. So they stepped back, and in the silence and the distance from one another, they're seeing that time has not only, lessened, it's actually strengthened their feelings for you and shown them more clarity about your character and who you are. They see the bigger picture from a higher, more spiritual perspective, and they understand that you can take them on a journey, an emotional journey that, no one else has afforded them the beauty of. So in some sense, their actions have consequences, and I'm giving up blaming others. This person is taking radical accountability for, their actions and the ways in which they've contributed to the disconnect or the inability to get on common ground or to meet you in the way, that you've come towards them, and vice versa. Okay. Let's see here. What is the foundational reason that they stay silent right now? This possibly is geared around stand your ground. What is actually the foundational reason that each of you remains silent towards one another? Let's get one card for each. What is the foundational reason the collective and their person remains silent towards one another at this time? I cannot go on. Please hold space for the feelings you have. Honor them and be with them. Your burden will be lightened. This feels like somebody who has a heavy heart that is full of things that need to be spoken, but there is an incredible amount of vulnerability that is required for you to say the things you have to say. And you're in a space where you're coming to terms with, the courage that's going to be required to say these things to this person. The true statement is, my heart is light. The heaviness is from the unspoken things, what you've kept from this person. These fears of rejection that, when you speak what you have to say, that maybe this person doesn't feel the same or won't meet you in the same way. So there's a fear. But fear and limitation and confusion and resistance and feeling tired, all of these are symptoms that you feel when you are approaching and illuminating limiting thoughts and beliefs about yourself. So lean into that feeling of that heaviness in your heart and know that there's going to be the most incredible feeling of relief once you speak what it is that you need to say in this heart-to-heart conversation with this person. Okay, and for them, what keeps them quiet? Why does this always happen to me? For your person, know that everything will work out as it needs to, and they're being called to hold a space for gratitude as they watch the miracles unfold. So be grateful and be at peace. There is a feeling with this crossing energy being rejection and the overactive mind that is kind of amplifying this fear and interweaving it into this experience, causing this person from their side to need to stand their ground and protect their truth, right? And they'll only speak it when they feel safe. Why does this always happen to me? This rejection, right? And I'm feeling this rejection for them comes from this, you being in this feeling of reciprocity and wanting to give equally to this person in the ways that they've given to you. That whatever you did before that, where you were not giving equal, I feel had an effect on them and caused them to be triggered with a rejection wound. And that feeling of, why does this always happen to me? This rejection, you know? I feel like I have a connection with a person, and I'm authentic and healthy in the way I approach them, and you know, they don't meet me in the middle, right? This person is being called to have patience, the waiting game, right? Sometimes when you watch these little things, they go really slow, and it feels like they're, in a sense, that's kind of where your person is at, is I want something new to happen here. I'm ready for it. When is it going to happen? And because it hasn't happened yet with you, there's a little bit of doubt, a little bit of dreamer energy that's creeping in, and this overactive mind is starting to, you know, create stories that are producing fear and, you know, distrust in what's happening. Okay. Let's see here. What do I want to see? What is Spirit calling you to see right now? You. Let's shift the focus to you and your experience. What is Spirit calling you to see right now that remains in your blind spot? What is Spirit calling you to see right now that's in your blind spot? Expand. You're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities, and staying safe in the known is no longer working for you. It's time to make your world just a little bit bigger. It's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. It's time to take these possibly intrusive thoughts, these fears, this overactive mind that's creating stories that are limiting or creating fear or doubt or resistance in your pursuit of growth and understanding. And it's time to reframe them to stories and beliefs that are empowering, that manifest and shape what your experience looks like down the pipeline. Start fueling that creative machine that is your mind with thoughts and beliefs that are empowering, that take you to a tomorrow that is you know, of your dreams. Be mindful of your thoughts and the cleanliness and the effectiveness of your thinking right now. It's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. So what I'm hearing from this is that this new beginnings, new direction, giving equally and stepping into your authenticity, enlightening your heart by speaking your truth through this conversation, it's time to do it. You're ready to be in that conversation with this person and to share your truth. And with this, it's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. It's time to put empowering faith-based thoughts on how this will go in your mind as you step into this conversation. All right. And what are you being called to let go of, to release, or to see within yourself? What are you being called to release? What are you being called to release? Fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. Surrender your fear. And this feels very similar. Strongest connecting energy, right? Stand your ground. I feel like you are each standing your ground because of fear. There's a desire on both ends to speak your truth, to say what you want to say, to be authentic and to lighten your heart and to say it, right? But the ego and the fear of that the ego produces of stay in this bubble, where we know what's going to happen, where it's safe. Let's just stay here. And I'm going to get you to stay here by creating fear. It's going to block you from going forward. Push beyond that. Because beyond that resistance that the ego is doing what it needs to do from its understanding to keep you safe. But what it doesn't understand, that in your safety and in your comfort zone is your end, your stagnancy. You're a river that needs to move and flow and evolve. You are not a puddle that needs to turn into a stagnant swamp of bacteria and growth and goop. So, you're being called to surrender your fear. Let go of these stories you are telling yourself. Be present in the moment and reframe these stories to something that is more empowering. And instead of standing your ground, push forward beyond that fear. Right? Take that step forward. And as you take that step forward, the next step will be shown to you. All right. Let's get a little advice from Spirit. What would you like to share with the collective? What would you like them to know for their highest good and greatest expansion? What does Spirit want you to know? What does Spirit want you to know? We'll take them. There's 2. In reality, you are free. You are free to embrace your inner strength and follow your heart. Don't let past disappointments, which is this, hold you back. You have the power to create your own life and your inner freedom. Trust yourself despite the pain of that rejection in your past. So that is the first one. Maybe this is an inner child wound. But I see this powerful consciousness that is a dragon by your side. Seeing that fear of that same painful experience that your subconscious is trying to hide or to protect you from. You are strong enough and you are protected to choose to push beyond that fear and to know that on the other side of it is something beautiful. And second one is toward distant horizons. You are destined for great things and your fate patiently awaits its fulfillment. Believe in yourself and let nothing hold you back. Enjoy every step of the journey and you will reach heights you've only dreamed of. Take that next step and the one following will be illuminated. Number 42 or 7. That's another 7 here and this one's 9. Look towards the light. Feel the light on your face. Know that you are guided internally. And at any moment, if you quiet the outer world and you turn it off and you go inward, you can tap into and connect to that inner guidance. You will be shown the way and you will be supported, and it will become very clear that you are not alone. All right, and I want to close it out with an angel number. New beginnings, 0. Well, that is cute. Isn't that cute? Okay. Fresh start, opportunities, creation, hope, positivity, and growth. Everything starts with a blank slate. You have the power to create whatever you desire. Use that dreamer mind to create beautiful, inspiring, faith-based futures. Embrace a fresh start with an open mind. New opportunities are on their way, so stay positive and hopeful. And I'm going to leave the reading there. I hope it was helpful for you in some way. And if it was, please like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. It helps support my channel more than you know, and to get this message out to those who are in need of it. I'm sending you all so much love, and I will talk to you soon.